And we're back. Thank you guys for tuning in to the greatest podcast of all time, the Minority Pod, with my beautiful, amazing, good-looking co-host, Mustafa Hawily.
What up?
And the other host, Khalil Bazi. And we're here. We're back.
Finally.
We're back.
It was a long time coming, people, but thank you for your patience.
Thank you for your patience. It's been pretty wild. We've been pretty busy.
We've been very busy.
Every time we do something, this is on the back burner. Like, all right, whatever, we'll push it back.
Not only that, I mean, so as you've seen, we're in a new studio, completely new setup, and getting a contractor to knock this out in 2 to 4 weeks was nearly impossible. It took them about 3 months to finish everything, and I mean, they did great work. It just takes long, All
right, let's get down to it. It's been pretty wild in Dearborn since we stopped recording.
Yeah, a lot of shit's going on.
We got Freedom Fighter in jail.
Freedom Fighter still in jail. Yeah.
We got Haas Cash for mayor.
Is that for real?
No, that's probably not.
I saw. There's no way he would. I'm curious. How many votes do you think he'd get?
He'd probably get solid, all the kids and stuff. I don't know. Probably older people that would vote for him too. I don't know, but yeah, it's been pretty wild in the books and stuff like that. I don't know when did we stop recording? We missed a lot. We could have taken advantage of the situation.
Yeah. We
just missed a lot.
Yeah. You know what? The last time we recorded was Charlie. Shout out Charlie's Construction.
Charlie's a beast.
Charlie's the man. Yeah, that was the last time we had an episode. It was October 26th was when it dropped.
Yes. So let me explain to you why we changed the shift. Hopefully this is a new era for the Minority Pod. Before we were dealing with, I don't know how he felt about it, but I didn't like I liked the setup. It just felt so much like an interview. Like we were like a CNN thing. I don't know. It was
you know what it was? It was, number one, the amount of space that it took up. Number two, really, it was a lot. Bro, my garage is 2.5 car garage. And with that podcast, I couldn't do shit.
Nothing, huh?
That's number one. Number two, we had no heat. No heat and no AC. Either we're freezing to death or we're burning to death. It was one or the other. We had to pick our poison. Springtime and fall were the only 2 times we can record with It
was a trial and error.
But now we're good to go.
We're done. Listen, I love every single guest we've ever had, ever. Thank you for everyone that has come on. We're going to have multiple guests, obviously. We're going to go with the same flow, but We're done with the interview type of podcast, and we're just going to go with the flow. We're going to have people come on. The issue with bringing people on in Dearborn is the same issue that every other people have. Like, people are politically PC because they have a business or something, a reputation to protect, which I don't blame them for.
I get that. You know what it is, too? And I've had to tell a lot of people this, and I don't know if it upset them or not, but just to be as honest as possible. I've had a lot of people call me personally and tell me, hey, I run a small business. I do this for a living. I'd love to come on and promote my business on your podcast. Let me know the cost. And they would literally tell me, hey, how much does it cost for me to come on? And my response is always this: I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. At this time, we're not interested in having you on. And they say, well, why? Don't you want to make money? I'd be like, yo, we're not an advertisement podcast. We'll shout out.
We'll take it.
Yeah, don't get me right. Yeah, if somebody wants to sponsor an episode, if it's a close, family member or friend, they want to sponsor, they want to give us money to shout them out. That's different versus having somebody come on for 2 hours or an hour and a half and just talk about what they do for a living and, why they do what they do. We've had that before, and if you go through, and it wasn't ever our intention to have that. It kind of naturally comes out. If you bring somebody, that has a business on the side, but they're also a good friend of ours, they're naturally going to talk about what they do. And naturally, those always have the shittiest views. I mean, and it's not only about views. The conversations are just they're so I feel like they're so disturbed.
No,
it's not pure. It doesn't become a pure conversation, and that's what I don't like. I'm not trying to talk about interest rates for 2 hours, bro. Wallah, it's not that serious. You know what I mean?
Listen, I would love to go at it with someone that's lying to everyone, telling them about the market. Well, that's not the point. The point is, we want to bring episodes that people are be enthralled in the whole episode instead of telling them something that they don't really want to hear.
Right.
Back and forth, because we have good conversations. Awful.
We do.
Sometimes it's a little rated R, so people don't. We're trying to bring it and shift it into here, but we're trying. We're trying. We're gonna get people. We're gonna get some similar to.
Here's how I'm looking at it. Okay, when you and I got together to do this, the goal was to bring something that no one's ever seen and to talk about the things that people are not comfortable talking about. I in my head, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be that voice, not for the. I'm not gonna say I'm for the people. I'm gonna talk about the things that nobody wants to bring up, nobody wants to talk about, and it's important because those are the most important conversations we have to have. I'm not trying to talk about the mortgage rates. I'm not trying
honestly, I'd love to talk about it, but like I don't like promoting it. I love it though.
I like talking about like, oh, like, you know, what's gonna happen with the market, shit like that. You know, like, oh my god, like, are you gonna invest? Like those are different kind of conversations. I'm not trying to like just talk about like, oh, hey, this is a good time to buy a house, like, cause
it's always a good time to buy a house, Habibi.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm not trying to do all that right now. Like.
No, people bring up people with cool backstories and stuff. But
Yeah,
people
backstories
are willing to talk, bro. Like,
right.
I hate watching an episode and it's so freaking boring.
And here's another thing. And I'm not trying to take a shot at people who want to come and say what they do. Of course, people want to know who you are, but that shouldn't be the focus of the pod. That's the big thing. And that's the issue we're having. Like, we want to bring on guests, and all they want to do is they want to talk about, you know, the restaurant or this. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong for you to say, hey, my name is so-and-so. I own this, this, and this. You know, here's what I liked about Gunny. Gunny owns Gunny's Garage, right? We had him on. Gunny's Garage, all right? We came on. We had a good conversation. It wasn't about Gunny's Garage. We didn't talk about Gunny's Garage. We talked about other things. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, we talked about what he does in his gym, how he helps people, all this stuff, how he's helped people overcome, you know, whether it's weight loss, depression, all that stuff. But the topic of the conversation wasn't this guy's garage and, you know, the kind of exercises he does for people. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Thurg.
Yeah, those guys.
Yeah, those guys. You know what I'm saying? All these guys have a background. They all own a business. They all do something of some sort. But that was never like the topic of conversation. And I'm not trying to make it that. A lot of people, and the only reason we're even talking about this is a lot of people have approached both Khalil and I, and you know they've confused this podcast for like a marketing agency, I guess.
Bro, someone came up to me before. I'm not going to say the name. He's probably not going to watch this episode, so I don't care.
Yeah.
He came up to me and said, bro, why are you guys getting involved in the politics and all this garbage? He's like, bro, just stick to people, bringing people from that. I'm like, bro, because people don't care about that shit.
Wait,
someone came up to me and he's like, bro, why are you guys getting into this stuff? You guys should not talk about certain things. He's like, you guys should just stick to bringing people on. Well, those are nice episodes. I'm like, well, I was about to look at him like, have you watched an episode?
Yeah.
People don't care about that stuff. People want raw stuff, bro. Like, people want to tune in and listen to real shit.
No, and not even that. People also want. Listen, I have friends that watch people that you don't know that watch these episodes. Like, they're glued. It's like they're like just like how you watch. You see how we're talking about, like, you know, how you watch a movie, and like, yeah, when you're watching it, like, the whole time you're critiquing this, you're looking at this, you're paying attention to this. People do that with our shows, and people have told me on the episode, someone else like, yo, I just felt like you guys weren't you. Like, it just didn't make sense to me. It's not your guys' personality. It's not really what you guys do.
Kal and Hawily says that to me every episode.
Yeah, I know.
I get, well, like, every time we drop an episode, I at least have 5 people reaching out, like, hey, that episode's ass, or that epide's great, or this episode's this.
Yeah, 100%. All the time.
We can't please everyone.
We can't please everybody, but it's one thing to say, hey, you know, your guest was shitty, versus, hey, just you guys don't sound like yourselves. That's a real opinion.
All right, let's get into the real shit.
What up?
All right, what do you think the first topic should be in
right
the
now?
episode? All right, let's talk about what happened. So we got a freedom fighter in jail.
Yeah.
Haram, that guy. We were talking about it last time.
Mm-hmm.
Or like that, you think it was out of control, his bond, and
yeah,
I think it's just
bond.
it's obviously that this guy is mentally ill. And
Yeah.
for them to perceive him as a normal guy just going crazy on Jews. The reason why everyone in Dearborn loved it was because they're not too fond of the Jews.
Well, I don't want to say that's why they loved it. I'm not going to.
They were spreading it like wildfire.
No, because it's like you've never seen something like that before, bro. It's just different. You know, it's crazy, but like hatred spreads more than positivity. This is the truth. It is.
So my friend Kal said he thinks Dearborn is the sole reason why he got it to that point. Because people were promoting it.
Promoting it, or you mean like sharing it?
Promoting it and sharing it, bro. People loved it. Every time he was doing something stupid, they were sending it to every group chat.
Yeah, but you think that it got to his own head?
Yeah.
You think that's why he went out? Yeah, but yeah, I know. But what he did was based on what his thoughts were. Now, I'm not saying his thoughts are clear, right? At the end of the day, it's not like everybody. Let's take what you just said. And let's put it on a canvas, right? Do you or Kal? Your Kal and your boy Kal. Is he talking? I'm assuming talking about Kal Hawily. Okay, so I'm not aware of anybody, and we're all in a part of these group chats where these videos got sent, and I rest assured, I know for a fact from the group chats that we share, which is probably over 3 or 4 group chats that we're in together that include probably 30 or 40 people. Not one person said, "Hey, you know, this guy should go to Oakland County and mess with the Jews." For him to. For this
Just
to get to his head,
a lot of shit.
Yeah, I get that, but bro, like, based on the videos he was sending versus what he did, I don't believe it can be foreshadowed by this.
Not exactly.
I think it's just something he's always had in his head, and maybe if what Kal is saying, I think what he's trying to say is just gave him the balls to pursue it. Maybe you can look at it that way, but I don't think this is something that's you can blame on the community. No, I don't agree with that.
I think if he didn't have listen, when Kal told me that, I wasn't really like entertaining it, but like the more I think about it, the more he seen how big he was getting and stuff like that. If he had no platform, then I don't think he would have done it.
But he never had a platform before, and he was always doing dumb shit.
Because he had a platform. His Instagram was his platform. He's
I
been
know,
posting for years.
I know he has, but he's never got. But he's like the amount of attention didn't change. It's just we just found out. That's how I'm looking at it. Do you know what I think about it like this? Do you remember? So this thing like my friends and I always talk about. Like Braidman Home, like when you hear like this person died from an overdose on drugs, right? Anybody, you're like. One time I was having a conversation with one of my boys, and they were like, they told me, they were like, man, it's crazy how many people are passing away from drugs these days. You know what my response to him was? Ignorance is bliss. It's always been this way. We're now becoming aware of it because it's easily accessible. Like we know what's going on out there. That's kind of the same idea. He's always been the way he is. I don't if he's mentally ill, and I believe he is, he's always been this way. These videos, like there are videos that date back 5-6 years ago. It's always been like this. It's just we're now finding out about it. You know what I mean? That's how I look at it.
Yeah, and the bond is pretty wild. And
so
really
the bond, yeah, that's interesting. So here's the thing. I think that at the time they said it, they knew it was high. And that's why that's why the media started to paint this whole thing of he's a terrorist. They put pictures of him up at the gun store buying a gun prior to this event happening, and they're trying to tie him purchasing a firearm to him trying to shoot up a synagogue. I didn't discover any evidence outside of him purchasing a firearm that links him to going to shoot up a synagogue. That is ridiculous. That is, in my opinion, that is overreaching like a motherfucker.
You just mess with the wrong people.
Not even the wrong people. It's just the wrong county. I blame the county.
You said that county's horrible to deal with.
It's not the horrible to deal with. They're very, you have to understand, Oakland County is not a joke, bro. Even as a defense attorney, you go into Oakland County, be prepared for a war on the smallest shit. That's just how they are. And, I mean, let's just say, I don't know what the population of Jewish people are in Oakland County, but let's assume for the sake of argument that whatever city he went to within Oakland County, I don't know what city he was in Oakland County, where, where he did what he did in the parking lot. Let's say that city had the same amount of Jews as Muslims are in Dearborn. How would you expect them to react? No. Imagine a Jewish person or a black person or a white person came to Dearborn and they did that. How do you think, I don't think they'd walk out of here. I don't think the cops would get to him. I think they would get jumped. I swear to God.
Yeah, it's pretty.
This is how wild. It is. You know what I mean? Terry Jones showed up. He got slippers thrown at him, bro. This is the truth. I mean, so
no, Charlie gets the help he needs.
So this is the problem, right? Where do we draw the line between punishment and help?
It's obvious that the guy needs help, bro.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So why try to make an example out of him? And that's, I think, that's where the answers start to differ a little bit.
I think when he started doing some of the shit in court, they're like, all right, this guy's clearly not in the mental state. Mm-hmm. It's obvious, bro. And they start printing on the freaking newspapers, oh, this guy, like an Arab man terrorizing Jews and this is that.
Yeah. 100%. They're going to make it a David versus Goliath kind of thing. That's just how they are.
Clowns.
Yeah, that's how they are. I mean, they're always going to try to pin people against each other. It's just, and then I'll be honest with you, I didn't like how, I think they brought somebody, I think he was a rabbi, or somebody that works at the synagogue that apparently he was in the area where he was, and don't quote me on this, but I'm pretty sure, and I saw the comments on this on Instagram. I didn't see the words he said, but this person, I mean, they asked him about freedom fighter and how do you feel about this person doing saying these things about Jews? He was like, yeah, we won't forgive him, and I didn't like that they did that. I really don't. What are we doing? There are people that aren't mentally ill that beat the shit out of each other as friends, and people forgive each other and they move on. At the end, they were all human beings. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but any man of God, of whatever Abrahamic faith you believe in, is gonna say,
"You forgive and forget, bro."
You forgive.
100%, 100%. What the fuck? What is that? What are you doing? You know what I mean?
Inshallah khair. Inshallah, he has I know his family's supporting him. They try to help as much as they can. There's only so much you can do to a grown-ass man.
Absolutely.
But like,
that's the hardest situation to be in, man.
Sloppy, bro.
It's a tough situation to be in.
I've heard so much stories where they're trying to help, and it's just.
I feel bad for them. You can't do anything. If a person's mentally ill, and I mean, what do you do as a parent, as a brother, as a sister, as a friend? There's nothing to do. This is a grown ass human being that has his own rights, his own laws, lives on his own, does whatever he wants. It's hard. What do you do? It's hard. You know.
Nasty. Yeah, it's nasty.
Yeah.
And the book situation came and went. Thank God. It's so funny how I seen a video of like Abdullah Hamoud talking about the homecoming festival. In the back of my mind, I'm like, bro, that guy's probably so relieved that all the bullshit is off him, and now he's back to normal.
Let me ask you a question based on speaking of this.
It was so out of control for let's say like besides last month, but like the last 2 months before that, it was ridiculous.
With the books,
everything.
Yeah.
That guy probably sits on his couch and just straight chills now.
You know what though? This is really interesting. Did you notice? So you noticed that like with the whole Hood Festival shit.
Oh yeah, it's back on, guys.
Yeah. It was canceled for like 12 hours. Like,
Less than
Brady
12
coming out
hours.
of retirement. Remember?
Well, I think it was
Everybody. You know what's funny? I don't think anybody was shocked that it came back. They're like, all right, like we kind
I
of knew it
think
was gonna come.
he knew it was gonna come back. He just like tested the water and see the reaction, and then once he seen the reaction, he wanted it. People flipped out. He's like, it's gonna cost more, so people are gonna pay more. Listen, if you're gonna charge like $2,000, I don't know what the head count on each plate or whatever
on the
a vendor
vendors?
is,
Yeah.
but like it's just coming out of their pockets. But at the same time, they're still making money.
Right.
Let's not like fix.
So
he's like, let's boost it up. Let's boost it up and see if everyone's down. And he got a crowd, bro. If someone's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna lose 2 more thousand, whatever the.
It's not even just that. It's all right. Let's just say for the sake of argument, they're gonna bump the admission fees, right?
What is it, like $5 now?
It was the dollar when last year, right?
Yeah.
If you bump it up to 20,
Did you hear people were? There was kids that went to like a random entrance, and they stood in line.
Snuck in?
No. Okay, so what I heard, this is what a girl told me before. There was like a group of kids that put like a table or something at another entrance at this photo festival, and were charging $1 and just taking the money and leaving.
Get the hell out of here! Hey, that's awesome. Hey, that's so funny.
I think it started a fight.
Brilliant.
It's horrible, brilliant. But it's hilarious.
That's awesome. How old are these kids?
I don't know.
These would be great guests.
The girl was like, "Yeah, I got charged like $10."
They just set up a table. I wonder who thought of that. That's actually genius.
Bro, kids are so funny.
That's hilarious. So here's the only reason I bring in the soda festival. Did you notice that the city of Dearborn is doing their own festival for Ramadan?
I think it's low key like a shot.
I think 100%.
It's a shot, like
100%. I think it's like like we're about to give the Ramadan festival like a nice baboos. For people that don't know what a baboos is, it's essentially a middle finger. Yeah.
Abdullah Hamoud's doing it, right?
Well, yeah, he's the mayor, obviously, so he sanctioned it. It has to go through him. I'm sure he's the one that came up with it. It's not like all of a sudden out of the blue. Especially after the podcast that we did.
Oh, brother.
With Haraji Hashami.
Oh, brother.
And the shit that was said about the mayor. I'm not surprised at all that now all of a sudden there's a competing Throat Festival going on in West Dearborn. Assuming that the Ramadan Throat Festival is going to be at Fairlane again. I don't know where it's going to be. Let's say for the sake of argument, it's going to be at Fairlane.
The only reason why he couldn't do it, I don't know.
They're less than 2 miles apart. They're going to be less than 2 miles apart, assuming that the other one's at Fairlane.
That's going to be hilarious.
Yeah, because where Abdullah wants to do it, where the city of Dearborn wants to do it, where the city of Dearborn wants to do it, it's going to be in the heart of West Dearborn.
Downtown Dearborn?
Huh? Downtown West Dearborn, which is literally, it's right off Michigan and Evergreen. It's right there. So it's going to be really funny. The traffic's going to be tragic, both sides. I'm not looking forward to it.
Listen, inshallah khair.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not a shit. Listen, I don't know, bro. I don't go to these things because I can't stand the crowd. I personally I don't like crowds.
I'm gonna say straight up, I just don't like the events. I'm not about to go stand in line all day. I don't find the food all that either.
Listen, I like what he's doing. I like what both of them are doing.
It's cool.
Listen, it's a good cause. Everything.
Yeah.
It's just I personally don't like big things like that. Even if it was ran by someone else or whatever, it doesn't make a difference.
To me, it's just too much energy, man. On Ramadan, I'm trying to eat and just chill with my guys. Eat, chill, watch some TV, smoke, relax. It's nothing else.
Nothing crazy.
I don't want to put on shoes, go get fresh. These people are actually these guys are decked out. The guys showing up and fucking.
And then I can barely get out of my house, getting backed up by the Cookie Boys line.
Wallah. Oh yeah, that's another one.
It's pretty wild, but
yeah.
It's whatever. It's about the time we're about to hit our 1 year. I think it is our 1 year since our first episode
for Minority
dropped.
Pod?
Yeah,
we
March.
dropped. Yeah, March. It's coming up. But man, what's crazy from the first picture that we took? I have it on my phone. When we first recorded an episode in your garage.
Yeah, it was originally in my house.
Yeah, the trial run.
Yeah.
Man,
the trial one is rated R. I think it was.
Let me ask you a question. HFJ, when he was our first episode. Did we do that at my house or your house?
Your house.
Was it here?
Yeah.
I don't even remember.
We did the trial at my house.
You're right. We did do the trial at your house.
Yes. So we did. There's a lot of shit that happened. Like we're talking about. We recorded a pre-episode before this, and we're trying to revamp exactly what we're talking about. We're talking about like how everywhere in Dearborn's liquidation sales now.
Yeah.
No, everyone.
It's like the new trend.
It's a new trend. Everyone like there's always a trendy thing, and they're everywhere now. People buying like big ass containers and selling everything off it. Charlie's Construction's doing a fantastic job.
Yeah, but the stuff Charlie sells is actually like it's
legit.
Like, it's stuff. No, it's like stuff that everybody can get. Like you go to somebody's place, they sell fucking like shower curtains.
I
like,
swear to God,
a box of shower curtains, $20 for you, 20.
I found one. It was like expired cereal. It was like one in Illinois. There's only one good one. I like the one in Garden City. It's I think K&E Merchandise.
No.
That one's solid.
Is that Mehdi's?
Mehdi's brother.
Oh yeah. Okay,
Mehdi Kanan's brother.
Yeah,
He's good people. I went in there. They actually have a side for like legit shit, like Charlie's, and they have another side for looking like random tables and stuff and like that.
You know, the best thing is once those places clear out, they try to sell the industrial shelves as part of the liquidation. It's so funny. Hey, I got these shelves.
I got these
shelves.
No, it's a slop fest. And what else happened? There's the red wave that never happened.
Yeah.
That was huge.
That was tough. That was a tough L. That's a tough L, bro.
I'll let everyone.
No, what's crazy was everyone was like, "Hey, I've never seen such a confident group of people." Like, yeah, we're good.
Listen, I don't know jack shit about politics.
Me
I agree
either.
with a lot of things on the right, and I agree with a lot of things on the left. Not left. The Democratic Party, and I like obviously, but
No, it was just funny. Look, I'm telling you, a lot of these conservatives were just like, bro, this is gonna be like it's easy. Look, you're going 12 rounds, the first round knockout. Hey, they got mollywopped, bro. It was
Dixon got
like,
slapped. Bro.
Everyone's like this. Hey, are these numbers for real? The fuck you mean we're losing? No, I supported two.
Got smoked. Bro.
Hey, no one. Hey, there were like I've never seen such utter shock.
I told you this last time. The libs in the Democratic Party, the left, they get up and vote, bro.
No, they don't.
Yes,
they
do.
To. They don't
no,
vote.
They do, because they vote.
Vote.
And the people that sit there and the thousands of people that showed up for the book stuff, the people that sit there, those guys don't vote.
Okay, let's not look at it at red and blue. Look at it by age. 18 to 26, right? Let's take majority libs, right?
Not in Dearborn, but yeah.
Majority in general, generally
Okay.
speaking. They never vote. That's why they're losing. This time around, they all voted. And they got fucked. There's no thing as a red wave. It's like, at this point, because this shit's blue forever.
I think Trump or DeSantis is going to win this one. There's no shot in hell another Democrat wins.
You know what? I would
You got two. I don't know jack shit about politics.
I don't know either. I just don't know who has a better chance for the Republicans. Would it be Donald Trump or would it be Ron DeSantis?
I think Trump is going to annihilate everyone that comes through.
You think?
Easily.
You think he'd beat DeSantis?
I think DeSantis is going to win like next election. I think Trump is going to come in hot, bro, like a rolling ball. There's
is he officially going to do it? Like it's done?
Oh, he already announced it. Bro, the videos he's dropping, straight heat, bro. This guy is coming in hot. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. It's going to be fun to watch.
It's going to be entertaining.
Hey, this guy, everyone's reposting it, bro. I swear to God, I know guys that are diehard Democrats. They're reposting Trump shit that are, like he's saying now.
He's funny, bro.
He's the GOAT.
He's funny as hell.
He's the most entertaining human of all time. There's no shot. You're not lying. You can't tell me you're watching this guy on a day-to-day basis and think he's not hilarious.
There's a scene. There's a skit from John Oliver, and he talks about Trump, and he literally says, so John Oliver's a hardcore Democrat, and he says he was like, I'm not gonna lie, he was like, a part of me loves this guy. He was like, it's a part of me I hate. But I absolutely love watching the guy on TV. He's very entertaining. The funniest shit ever was when he was giving this last election when he was gonna give, you know how you have to go give a speech before you win or lose right before the results drop, and his team booked the Four Seasons landscaping company instead of the Four Seasons hotel. Did you hear about this? Okay, you're gonna fucking cry laughing. So look what they did. So, you know how like everyone gives like a speech, like a victory speech, or like I guess or like a defeat speech in Trump's situation. So his team was supposed to book a place for him to give that speech to to his followers, right? When you think of the Four Seasons, what do you think of? You think of a hotel.
Yeah.
Very popular hotel. And so his team booked the Four Seasons, but they accidentally called the Four Seasons Landscaping Company.
Oh my God.
Okay, listen. Trump's team shows up to this place. It's in an alley. Okay, and across the street from it is a cemetery, and to the right of it's a porn store.
Oh my God.
And you can literally see, what's his name? I think Rudy Giuliani. His attorney was there. He was there, and he's giving a speech, and next to him was like a hose. That's like, like those hoses that when they're on, they start to like move.
Oh my God.
Hey, it was the funniest thing. Hey, I was crying and laughing, bro. I couldn't hold it in how much I was dying. It was some of the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he's gonna come in and wipe the floor. I think he is. There's no shot in hell Biden's gonna win again. People are too angry nowadays. Listen, in politics, I don't know jack shit about.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I don't know.
Listen, I think the politics even in Dearborn or in America is.
The problem is, here's the thing, and I'm not speaking as anybody that has knowledge of politics. I'm like the least political person you can think of. I
can see you as a politician one day.
No shot in hell.
Why not?
I'm too reckless. I can't be politically correct. I can't. I try. Well, I try hard. It's hard. It's so hard for me to do it. There's no shot. I get disgusted. Like I feel like I'm puking in my own mouth. It's gross.
Politics, Ahmed Harajli.
Like ticks.
Yeah, like ticks.
What's hilarious was like, the hell was I gonna say? I just lost my train of thought, bro.
But yeah, let's just that stuff's gonna be a mess. It's gonna be pretty entertaining the next couple of years, but we'll see. And then we got people that don't know what the hell they're talking about, like us, about politics.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Okay, you reminded me. So a lot of things I see like with our community, and like the book thing was what opened my eyes to it. Have you ever heard of the term single issue people? Or like single issue voters? Single issue voters are people that vote based on just one thing.
That's the majority of people.
Right. No, like whether
they'll hear one video or one thing and then they'll go completely off
right,
and they don't dissect it.
So the thing that caught my attention on that was the issue with the books, right? I've never seen so much passion for people over a book. Now, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying all of it was unjustified. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I've never seen such passion for it. You know how much other shit has gone down in the city that outweighs that issue, and we didn't see this much, like a rally like this?
We both agree that these books... Listen, we're a month late. We're probably 2 months late. No one gives a shit about this stuff anymore. Only Haas Cash does. I think he's still traveling to these places, I think. Well, I think I still see videos. But, like, we understand these books have been in there for, like, 12 years, bro. Like, 10 years. And they never gotten checked out. But, like, it's I think that these guys, the voters, the people, everyone that, like, they just heard, like, what's going on. And they got up and just started raging, bro. So they're raging about this stuff. What are you going to do, bro? Like... you can't do anything about like you always say, you're like, public school is a privilege. It's a federal issue. It's not
right.
a person. It's not something we can rally and then get rid of. Did they even remove them? They removed the what? Like 2 books? Listen, I'm with their cause. I don't agree that these books should be on the fudging shelves. I understand this. But like, if you really listen, if you can't afford to put your son in private school, and then you gotta you can't do anything else.
You gotta teach them well.
But it is unfortunate, like it's bullshit because you send your kid to a school to strictly learn. That's it. Learn and do whatever you gotta do, but just it's not for sexuality.
You were gonna say maniac.
Yeah, I was gonna say maniac, but like learn in maniac a little, and then that's it. Like the sexuality, like I seen a video, like all this stuff, the left is pushing in these schools, and it shouldn't be in the schools. It's literally strictly for learning and there's kids to be kids. Sexuality should not get involved into school, no matter where you're at.
Yeah,
and that's the biggest issue right now.
Yeah,
they're trying to push it against kids, and no one's agreeing with it. And then I don't know. I think Western society is going to shit. It's getting invaded by this movement, and it's getting worse and worse. And we can't do anything about it, but take control of our own lives. I will purposely, like you said, bro. If your dad knew this shit was going on, what would he have done?
He would have snapped.
No, would have snapped. He would have worked more. He would have put in more hours, like I would do. And if you really don't like your kids being in public school, put them in private, bro. Yeah, put them in these put them in any type of school, whatever you want to do, put them in those schools. I personally, like, I already got it set in my head. Whoever I marry, like, I'm going to, like I'm most likely going to put them in private school.
You have to, man.
It's 100%. Not even a shot, bro. Yeah, it's like I will pay an extra $10,000 a year or whatever.
It's worth it.
If God blesses me with the money, I will do it, and I will do it
for peace of mind.
10 times over. No, it's just like, it's a nice thing. But, like, if you truly, and if you can't afford it, then you pray to God you raise your kid enough to the point where you don't have to worry about it, right? But it shouldn't. It's bullshit. Because you say public school is a privilege, right? I don't. I think everyone should be read them the right to learn, right, and go to education.
No, that's not what I'm saying. No, privilege as in like for people that can't afford any. That's why it's a privilege.
Yeah, it's a privilege, but like you don't have to send them there, but at the same time, it is, bro. Like you move, like you're gonna send public schools are normalized, good, right? But like haram for the people like the middle lower class that can't afford it, to extra 10, 20, 30K a year, bro. You know, a lot of they have like 10 kids. There's no shot in hell they're dropping this much money. You know what I mean? But like, it's bullshit. But as long as you have a strong community and and a thing, you wouldn't be able to allow the Western society to control your kids. But
you know, it's just it sucks, man. Because here's the thing, like for the bro, Kel, you have a big family. We have a big family. 5. You guys are what, 7?
Yeah. Total 5 boys.
Yeah, 5 boys. How many girls?
0. I can't believe you didn't know that.
I didn't know that. I'm sorry. 5 boys. Yeah, 5 boys. You're right. Wallah, I'm so sorry. I lost that. Yeah, with us, is it 5 including you?
5 including me.
So you guys are 5, just like us. So we're 5.
Yeah,
right?
just like you guys. You just have 2 sisters.
Yeah. 2 girls, 3 boys. Okay, bro. It's raising kids is not easy, bro. It's tough, and you can do the greatest job. You could be voted the greatest parent in the world, but at the end of the day, when when your kids are off to school, the school plays a huge role on their lives, man.
Teachers, everything.
Yeah, I mean, bro, think about it like this. With us, for example, my bedtime when I was in elementary school was I think 8 or 8:30. Okay, I'd go to bed at 8 or 8:30. I'd wake up at like what time? 7 o'clock, because I think school started at 8:40 when we were younger. Wake up at 7, go to school, come back at like 3. You do your homework, you eat, and you're back in bed. How much time are you really at home?
Nothing.
You're never at home.
And especially the lack of communication between the boater parent we had.
Right.
And they're working as we're coming home. We didn't see our parent. We didn't talk to them.
Right.
We fed them. They fed us, and that's it. It's like.
So you're literally in school. It was a 40-hour work week as a kid, right? You're gonna be influenced.
Yeah.
You're gonna be influenced, whether you like it, especially when you're younger, bro. We know guys in their 30s that work corporate that are influenced by their jobs. You know what I mean? These are grown men that have brains and they know how to think for themselves. Imagine as a kid, you're still developing. The amount of influence is going to get put on you 40 hours, over 40 hours a week at the school.
And then they're trying to
it's a big deal.
Double income's coming in, and the wife and the husband and wife are working now, and that's less time with your kids. And
100%.
The less time with your kids, the more
you're not paying attention to what's going on.
Exactly.
That's the problem. Communication drops. The greatest thing you can have, wallah, the greatest thing anybody can have, is a kid that literally looks to you for everything. Like, they're not worried about saying nothing to you. The second the communication between you and your children falls, you're fucked.
Yeah.
And you'll never know. Kids are just getting, with technology today and phones, kids are getting better and better at hiding shit. The amount of clients I have represented, 17, 18-year-olds that have come into my office, I've taken care of felonies for them, and their parents had no idea. No idea. Tickets, misdemeanors, like bad charges, bro. Like soliciting prostitution at 17 years old.
Jesus
Parents
Christ.
have no idea. No idea. Possession of drugs, no idea. Drag racing, no idea. They don't have no clue in hell. And I literally asked some of them, hey, do your parents know? And you get 2 answers. 1, there's no shop. They find out, they'll kill me. Or 2, this is the answer I hate the most. And this is the saddest answer. Yeah, they know. They gave me money and told me to just come see you. Parents weren't with them. Imagine that. Your kid's looking at 2 years for carrying a concealed weapon. And you just give them money. 18-year-old kid, give them money. Go ahead, just go see the lawyer. Like, don't include me. I have work. The fuck out of here, bro. What's the point of raising kids? You're going to throw them in the street. Wallah, what's the point? Khalif with kib. Wallah, that's what they're doing.
What could you do, bro?
It's just a joke. It's a joke. It's not. I don't blame the kid. You can't. It is not the kid's fault for being born. It's your fault for bringing them. That's how I look at it. Wallah, if your kid becomes a shithead because you're a bad parent, at one point do we keep pointing fingers at the kid? It's always on the kid. Bro, look at the fucking parents. Like, do your jobs. Wallah. And it pisses me off, bro. As a criminal attorney and as a divorce attorney, I see nasty sides of both, bro. And always, every single time, it's always the kids that take the biggest kef. It's not the parents. The parents, at the end of the day, they're going to go live their lives, and no one's going to give a fuck. They're going to do their own thing. They've already lived their life. They're in their 40s, their 30s. I mean, they've seen the best years of their life already go by them, and they've already lived. But these kids, I mean, they're literally children. They haven't seen shit yet.
So the people that can't, like, obviously the immigrants are our parents' generations. I don't think they're going to be as passionate with their I think the new generation, our like era and up, like obviously your age, my age, younger, whatever, everyone that's going to have kids, I think they're going to be a lot more attached to their kids than ever because of the lack of attachment we had with our parents.
100%.
Like, bro,
at least at the very minimum, you should be.
I know it should be like that's something.
should be.
That's something that like the Western side, like their culture is pretty solid with like having dinner time and stuff like that. You know what I mean? We always ought to make fun of it. And
Right,
shit. Like,
right,
but, like,
right.
It's like the lack of communication and stuff like that. But like, bro, I see my brothers with their kids. And they're upset. Like I like they just I don't know, man. I just think I don't think
real.
a kid would. Yeah, it's like I don't. Like, inshallah, if I have kids one day, inshallah, if God bless me with kids one day, like I don't like I will literally do anything.
100%.
Like it's not even a fat, you know what I mean?
know.
And like you see these savage ass like boater parents that don't give a rat's ass, bro.
I know, bro.
I'm like, what are you doing, bro?
I go through it all the time, bro. Trust me.
Savages.
I know. It's like it's
savages, bro.
Yeah, I know. It's there's nothing. As a parent, there's nothing. That's the feeling. There is nothing you're willing to do. There shouldn't be limits. Period. When it comes to your children,
Savages,
it's like done. It's like just take me. That's how it is.
All right, guys, we'll be right back. We're gonna take a quick break, and we're back. Finally,
we're back.
We're back, boys.
Haven't heard that in a minute.
This is going to be probably I don't know, not least viewed. This will be like not as viewed, but once we get everyone in the groove of once we bring more people on, then we'll be fine.
Yeah, well, we decided we wanted to do the first one just us two because we've never done it, and two, it's a good time to do it to kind of just update everybody.
You know what? We're gonna start making reels, bro. Like I want to make like, because we recorded an episode before. We're just trying to recap on everything, and we're talking about celebrities that need to go.
Celebrities that need to go. There's a lot I can think of.
Lil Nas X needs to go. I don't know where he needs to go. He needs to get off this earth.
So I want to. So here's the thing, by the way. I know, like the people you name. Obviously, I know who they are.
I hate
but
them
I don't know why you don't want them to go. Like I don't know anything about them.
I hate him.
What? Why?
Lil Nas X is the definition of the devil.
What? Literally?
The guy was normal, and then this guy got some one hit wonder with that one song, and then he went straight like devilish, literally twerking on devils and shit, like promoting gay. I don't give a shit if you're gay. Listen, like I really don't care. Like I don't care really, but like the fact that he's pushing, bro, he supports devil and Satanism and so disgusting. That it's I hate him. Okay, Lizzo needs to go. I hate Lizzo. I hate Lil Nas X. I hate Cardi B. Cardi B literally came out and said she's used to drug guys just to take advantage of them. But yet we have people like Bill Cosby and everyone on jail, like instantly, like destroyed, right? But that you know what? It has to go. Yeah. What's the other one's name? I can list off a bunch of celebrities I can't stand.
All right, so
they need to get out of here, bro.
Okay, so 5 celebrities you'd want canceled.
Not canceled, gone.
Like off the earth.
Off the earth. I swear to God.
Like snaps his fingers kind of shit.
Hey, I swear to God. All right, top 5?
Yeah.
All time.
Yeah.
We got Lil Nas X.
He's 1?
Yeah.
With ease?
Ease.
Yeah. Okay.
We got number 2, Cardi B.
Okay. You got Lizzo at 3?
Lizzo at 3. That girl is nasty. I hate everything about her. Okay. Number 4, Kobe Covington.
Kobe Covington.
I hate
that
guy.
One.
I think he's a piece of shit. I don't give a shit if he's a nice guy. He's a piece of garbage.
You don't think it's an act?
Even if it's an act, it's not right.
Okay.
He's 5. A piece of garbage.
All right.
Number 5. Man, there's so much. You know those like die hard like I can't say it.
All right, just give me. This is celebrities, by the way.
Oh, just celebrities?
Yeah. Not people. If we're gonna say people,
you know, I really hate Brie Larson.
I don't know who that is.
Captain Marvel. Oh man, she's nasty.
Really?
Die hard feminine. I hate her.
Yeah.
I'm not against feminine. I'm just saying like the way she. Oh, I hate her. I hate a lot. I have like this anger towards people that like they just. I can't stand them, bro.
Just say it.
I can't stand them.
Like who?
Honestly, I wish I thought about this. I should have wrote a list. Like, but those previous celebrities, I couldn't stand. Like, I literally they promote nothing but good for the kids. Whatever I think, is it good for kids, right? Like, obviously, Lil Nas X.
Yeah,
like, I'm like okay. Like I was telling you before, like it's hard for. I'm getting to the point. I always practice like I'm always going out with Harajli. Like, oh, I'll never watch this movie. I'm like, why? He's like, oh, that actor was on Epstein's Island or something like that, right? some crazy conspiracy.
Every fucking actor was on Epstein's Island.
Yeah. Let's not get it twisted. Everyone in Hollywood is disgusting. There's like a small few group of people. I'm not trying to justify like celebrities, right? At all. But like, you got to separate the art from the artist, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There's some people I can't do that with. Like Lil Nas X. I'm not gonna lie.
You can't separate the art from the
his
artist.
music is probably good, right? I think I listened to a song where it was okay, but I was like, no, I can't do it.
You just can't.
I hate this guy that much, right?
Right.
Cardi B, no shot. If she's in I'm out.
Yeah.
Right? Like those. That.
What about Lizzo?
But Lizzo needs to go, bro. But
Hey, you're Lizzo's biggest fan.
I can't stand that woman. And then you go to like the actors and stuff because I'm a huge cinephile. Like I'm obsessed with the movies, right? And like it's hard for me, like an actor that comes out and like something stupid happens, right? Like I try not to look like like these actors are probably pieces of shits.
All right.
But like I watch their performance strictly just for their performance, and then to an extent, right? But like it's a balance. You know what I mean? Like you take advantage of the good that they like the performance they do.
Right.
To an extent. Like example, like if something like
you're pretty much judging them on their performance in that movie, not what they do outside of the the scene.
yeah, but if I really don't like you, I won't watch you. Like the example, like the Kevin Spacey thing, grew up in that little boy and stuff like that. I don't watch Kevin Spacey movies ever again, right? Harvey Epstein, like there's a bunch of shit. Harvey Weinstein, shit like that that's when it's like balancing it. But with Hollywood, I understand they're all pieces of garbage. I really do. I think there's a small few of people that like that you can try to like, oh, they're a good person. But low key, I think all of Hollywood's Satanists. They're all like they don't.
Do you think any of the actors in Hollywood are good people?
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Who?
Okay,
how about this? I'm going to name you a couple.
I know a lot, by the way.
I know you do. That's why I'm going to name you a couple of my favorites.
People.
Okay, and you're either going to say good person or you're going to say Satan. All right? That's what you're going to say.
Okay.
No other choice.
Okay.
And I'm not going to ask why. This is it. All right?
Okay.
All right, I'm going to start. Ben Affleck.
He has his issues, but I think he's a good person. I think he's actually a good person.
Keanu Reeves.
Good person.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Good. Joaquin Phoenix. I'm thinking of the golfer.
Good intentions. Probably says it a little bit differently, but he's a good person.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
He's weird, but he's good.
Really?
He's a little weirdo, yeah.
Okay, Tom Hanks.
Listen, Tom Hanks is considered the father of Hollywood, right? But low key, there's a lot of heavy rumors. He was at Epstein's Island, so I don't know about him.
Okay, Denzel.
He's a good guy. He's a man of guy. He's a man of. I like him a lot.
Right.
He's a wisdom guy. I like him a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, DiCaprio.
He's actually a good guy. You know why I think DiCaprio's not as bad? He probably like messes with girls and stuff, but like
after his speech in The Revenant, after he won the Oscar for The Revenant,
huge environmentalist, right?
Yeah.
But like, let's take away that. You know what he told? Okay, so I can nerd out about movies all day, every day, right? When I speak, people like look at me like, all right, it's too much.
Okay.
Timothée Chalamet is the next Daniel Day-Lewis. Okay, Daniel Day-Lewis is considered the greatest actor of all time. People that don't know that, whatever, he's the greatest of all time. It's not comparable.
Bill the Butcher. Just remember that name.
Yeah.
Google Bill the Butcher. Watch that movie. I'm not gonna say the movie. Trust.
He is the greatest actor of all time, right? And then they're saying the next Daniel Day-Lewis is Timothée Chalamet. He's a young 25-year-old, 3 Oscar nominees, he's 26. He's really good, right? DiCaprio came up to him and he's like, yo, this is what Timothée Chalamet just came out with. He's like, yo, when I talked to Leo, what did he tell you? He's like, he told me 2 things of advice. No superhero movies and no hard drugs.
Straight up, huh?
Yeah, so I think him saying that is like all right, let DiCaprio. Right. He's probably a maniac. I'm not gonna lie, he's probably a big maniac on the parties and stuff.
100%.
But like, I don't think
you watched that, bro. That performance on Wolf of Wall Street. Some of it was not acting, bro. That's from experience.
But he's like, I don't know too much, but like he seems like a decent guy.
All right, not Affleck, Damon.
Matt Damon.
Yeah.
He seems like a decent guy.
Pitt. Here we go.
Okay, so Brad Pitt. No, I think he's Satan, yeah.
Satan. Okay. Shia
LaBeouf. Misguided when he was younger. He had no childhood, no guidance. They could actually watch Honey Boy. It's a movie about his life and how piece of shit his dad was. But I think he has good intentions. He says a lot of stupid shit, but he's like.
All right, this next one, I'm not gonna give you a name. I'm just gonna make a phrase. You're gonna know who it is. All right.
Yeah, I don't know. Matthew McConaughey is not bad. I think he's a decent guy. I think he's actually a good guy. He's a man of the reason why I say man of faith, like he's a nice, humble guy.
Yeah.
He takes care of his family. Like his family's his priority. That's what considers me like a good guy.
Okay, but what it sounds like is all the main. Well, not all of them. I know one is a piece of shit. Gerard Butler. He's a scumbag. I'm not a fan of him.
Probably.
Okay, but it sounds like the majority of I guess let's say the heavy hitters. Majority of them sound like good people.
The people that stay out of the crowd are good people.
Okay.
Straight up. Like, the people that are always into it is a disaster. Like, I wouldn't be surprised that 99% of them are disgusting human beings. It's just, like, there's some things I agree with Ahmed Arajli about, and he says Hollywood is Satanism. I 100% agree.
Like Hollywood, what's it? He says Satanism in terms of the people are like the image
and everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
No, everything. It is. It's horseshit.
It is. But the thing is, I try to I'm such a big fan of movies, and I just try to take the good out of it. And even the movie, a movie like Puss in Boots, right? I went to the movies and watched Puss. It's a fantastic movie, by the way. Like, there's so much good. There's so much good you can take out of movies. There's a lot of good. But obviously, if you concentrate on the bad, then obviously you can see the bad and everything.
Yeah, but you can relate that to life, right? There's a lot of people that walk around, they got so much going for them, but they're so negative, and all they're looking at is the bad, the bad,
Exactly.
the bad. You can relate that to anything.
That's my issue with that doofus Harajli.
Yeah.
Like, he says a lot. He sees a lot of bad, and I look at it good at it in a way when it comes to movies, right? But no, that's the reason why I just don't like. I don't like when anything or anyone is pushing a negative stance or anything on kids. Yeah. And when I see like that stuff portrayed strictly to kids about anything, including Hollywood music or anything, it's out. When you're at a certain age where you can choose for yourself, but when you put it in front of kids, bro, I don't like that at all.
I agree.
Inshallah, and if I have kids one day, like I want this. You want society to guide your kids to the right path, but you don't.
Yeah, but you don't trust society.
You don't know. Right, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I think Dearborn, like the East Dearborn crowd. Everyone knew each other.
Right.
Literally, my block had
everyone. Yeah.
Everyone. Like, you go outside, like, bro, my neighbors, everyone. Like, bro, I had Bilal Berry, Kassab, Amin Hassan, you, the Jomas. I had the Wasim Atwa. You had the Ashkar. Like, it was just on one block.
Yeah.
Everyone knew each other.
I know.
Oh, you're Bazzy's little brother? All right, come here, I'll beat you. Like, it was just that type of thing.
Yeah.
So, like, I think that we got lucky, but, like,
not everybody got that.
We didn't have the computer. We didn't have that. In my opinion, my group, we looked up to the older East Dearborn kids, right?
Right.
When they were like maniac and stuff like that. But now these kids are stuck at home looking on a screen, and God knows what they're doing. Right. Bro, we had an iPod at like 9th grade, and it blew our minds.
I know.
Okay? But we didn't have that shit. Like, we had a Razor and stuff, but like, you compare it to like the kids nowadays, bro, it's a disaster.
SanDisk. Have you heard of them?
Who?
There's a company called SanDisk.
I think
they make memory cards and shit. They used to make, bro. I don't know for the people that are born in like 2000 and what year are we right now? 23. So people that we've had people that watched our show in like and they were born, let's say 05. 05 in 23, you'd be what, 15? You'd be 18 years old, right? 18 years old. In 2005, we were way past the MP3 player. For those of you that don't know what an MP3 player is, it is something that you buy. And it's literally only made for music. And this thing didn't have a screen on it. It didn't tell you what song was playing. It would give you like either the artist or just the song title. And you would plug it in. It could only, I remember some of them, the most expensive one at the time was 512 megabytes. Meaning that could only fit like 30 songs. And I remember I bought that in the 8th grade. My dad bought this for me. And it was this little thing. It was like a rhombus. It was in the shape of a rhombus. And it like the screen of it wasn't even colored. It was like black and white. And you have to charge it for like, 12 hours for it to give you maybe 40 minutes of juice. And this thing was a piece of shit. All right, but that was our that was the greatest thing to hit the market.
I think technology is destroying. I don't know, man. I think it's the good and the bad, but I just want to see where the kids.
It's crazy where we're at now, man. I remember when the iPod merged and they made the iPhone. When Apple made the iPhone. That was it.
The first kid I ever that knew how to iPhone. I think it was Thurg's Thurgum's 8th grade party, 7th grade party. I think Ahmed Haidar, one of the smartest humans you'll ever meet. I want to bring him on the podcast one time.
He graduated with you. I know him.
Nicest kid ever. Smartest human I've ever met. He's a double majoring in law and medical. He's a doctor in Arbor Hospital. He's a genius, bro. Small. He's a beast. But he was one of the first guys I knew that had an iPhone, I think, and it blew my mind. You're like, bro, you could play phone and you do that.
Yeah, you could play music and you could talk to your parents. Like, oh my God, that's crazy. I remember.
Yeah, now that's dog water to kids right now.
Bro, do you remember? I mean, do you remember when Apple got rid of iTunes and they went to Apple Music?
Oh, yeah, that's a transition, yeah.
The transition, no one knew that. Like, it was, like, crazy. Back then, you can go on, the iTunes. It wasn't an Apple store. It was the iTunes store. You go and you can buy a movie, and you can put it on your iPod, and you can watch that movie.
I always ask people when we talk about technology, what's one thing that if technology wasn't here today, you still wouldn't be able to function? I think GPS for me. I'm starting to know the streets a lot more, but like I think if GPS was not on this earth, if I was born like 30 years later before, like I would be toast, bro.
Oh, you're saying so you need GPS.
I need GPS more than anyone. Like
really?
Think about bro. I was telling my boss the other. I'm like, bro, what do you guys used to do? He's like, oh, we used to take a map everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm like, what?
You don't remember going to Cedar Point when you were a kid? You used to go download it from Google Maps.
Bro, imagine not having a GPS when you're going to like like for my job, like a job. Oh, it's in Livonia. Bro, it'd be such a disaster.
I know.
That's a disaster. I thank God we have GPS.
GPS is yeah.
All right, guys. For you guys in the comments, what's one thing you thank God every day that technology made? That's what I want to start doing, is start asking the comments if they agree with us. Do you agree that everyone in Hollywood's are pieces of shits? Do you think Wildfire is going to comment on these videos again?
Wildfire Heart?
Yeah, Wildfire Heart. Wildfire Heart is our secret admirer. I think he only comes on, or she comes on, when Ahmed Haraji's on, but
Wildfire Heart. You know what, man? I miss Wildfire Heart.
I miss her too, bro. I think it's a he.
You think it's a her?
I think it's a he.
I don't know.
I think it's an angry lib guy that's just like raging all the time because he only comes on when Ahmed Haraji comes on. And Ahmed Haraji is the complete opposite of a left, and he comes in and then he attracts wildfire. So it can't be a regular human. It has to be a flaming lib, and they have to come in and they don't like him. So we know, like, there's 3 people we think it is. You probably know who it is. We know. Yeah, we know.
I'm pretty sure I have an idea.
We all know who it is.
There's like 2. Actually, it comes down to 2 people.
It's a guy and a girl you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
One's a guy, one's a girl?
Yeah.
Yeah. We know. And if we find out one day, if you have the courage, because you're so confident in our DMs, on our YouTube comments, writing paragraphs to cuss out our ideology or Haraji's ideology.
You know what?
Just message us.
Here's the problem with this Wildfire Heart. I don't care about the comments.
For those who don't know, Wildfire Heart is this person, this account that doesn't have the courage, aka the balls, to go ahead and make their own account and message us and come on here. They want to sit there and literally, I love it, bro. It's hilarious. But like they want to write paragraphs under every one of our stuff, and they don't ever want to come out.
No,
and we invited them.
Here's my issue with this person. I didn't care about any of the comments that came through. The only one that bothered me was, hey, you should bring on somebody that can actually talk about this or this. I'm like, okay, why don't you come on? I remember I responded, why don't you come on? And they didn't respond. Like, dude, the audacity for you to sit there and say our shit is whack, and then you give your opinion on what you think should change. Or you, for example, I think there was one scene when we had Jamal and Harajli on, we talked about abortion. Okay.
Well, they got
okay, mind you, the entire conversation was not about abortion. It was like maybe like a 30 second to a 2-minute conversation on abortion. This Wildfire Heart cocksucker snapped, okay, and was literally like, "Oh, I don't believe that 4 men should be talking about the body of a woman."
I think that's why we think it's a girl.
Hold up. Even if it's not, who gives a fuck? But what I'm saying is this: respectfully, I agree with that. Really, I do. Please come on and give us your fucking opinion.
We had a female contact us saying the same exact thing, and we're like, "Hey,
come on,"
and she's like, "No." Okay, then don't give me a problem without a solution.
100%. Or I'm scared. Okay, do you want to zoom in? Give me your opinion. Record it for me so I can play it live.
Listen,
but don't sit there and tell us that, hey, we're not doing a good job representing, your people or you or the community. If you're not willing to come on, I mean, you guys, here's the thing. This is another thing that bothers me. These same people that are constantly bitching, assume that we are just want to settle for Jamal and Haraji. Don't get me wrong. I love those guys.
Those humans.
I love those guys. But I promise you, the second somebody was going to, for example, if a woman wanted to come out here and talk about abortion, wallah, I'll tell Jamal Haraji to go kick rocks. I don't care. I'd rather have that. I know their opinion. I understand their opinion. We've been down that road. I want to hear somebody else's opinion. The whole point of this is to get every viewpoint, bro. And so that's why I don't like when people are going to sit there and bitch and say, oh, you don't have the right to say this about a woman. Well, okay, fine. Come on, please. Come on and give me your fucking opinion.
Okay, we're going to clip this out and put it on our Instagram, okay? If you have a different opinion than any of us, please send us a message if you want to come on.
Voila. And mind you, I promise you, here's another thing. I'm sorry to cut you off, Kel. My bad.
You're good.
Hey, it's not like you're going to come on, you're going to get attacked. That's another thing. People are like people are worried that we're going to attack them. We're going to attack their views. Bro, it's not like that. It's literally just a conversation. And anytime you guys watch our episodes, the one thing you cannot say, and I don't care who you are, you cannot say that Kel and I attack people on the show. We don't attack anybody, especially our guests. We might have opinions on people outside of the pod and on what they do, but we've never attacked any of our guests, ever.
It's an opinion, guys.
That is a horseshit, bullshit, pussy excuse. If that's what you're gonna say, I completely disagree with it.
So we're gonna clip this out and we're gonna post it on Instagram, stating if you want to come on with a different opinion on anything we've previously said, send us a DM. Right? If honestly, there's a certain amount of people I want. This is weird to say. I always wanted a certain amount of certain people that have done certain things to come on the podcast.
What do you mean?
I want a woman that has taken. This is really weird because I always wanted to do it. I always wanted to have an interview or a deep conversation with a woman that's taken off her scarf before. In my opinion, I just love the transition. I don't like that, but I always wanted to go through the process of why,
in terms of the mentality,
either why someone put it on or why someone took it off. Let's cut the bullshit. If someone took it off, to me, it's a more interesting topic, right?
Absolutely.
I want to deep dive on what they went through or what their process was of putting it on initially and then taking it off. Vice versa. If someone put it on, I don't know. That to me, that's something so random, off topic, but it's something I would want someone to come on and talk about. Or if you truly, truly, truly think that something that we've said is off, or what's another topic that you want someone to come on and talk about?
Bro, anything you guys disagree on with what we say, if you have an interesting opinion, please, I really want to hear it. Like, for example, the biggest one was the abortion one. The other one was what was it? I think it was the scarf one too. We talked about that as well. That was when we went live with Kal and Hawily. We talked about
but that was live. There's a lot of things we can talk about, bro. Even with the abortion thing, people I'm not.
And bro, the books is another one. Bro, if you're pro books, I want to have a conversation with you. I'm curious on why you think it's pro.
Even with books or anything, I don't listen, I'm not stubborn to the point. I'm not. If someone, what's the phrase? It's if a sign of a strong mind is someone that takes new information and takes it in and does it. Like, if you're stubborn, I don't know the exact phrase. I'll get it. But if you tell me something, if we're in a conversation or argument and you tell me something and I'll truly I'm like, oh damn, that made sense. I'll change my opinion on it.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%.
But if it doesn't, even with the argument with a woman or anyone, you personally know, right? Like your wife or your sister or your mom, if they hit you with some stuff, I'm not gonna be stubborn. I'm like, oh no, now I understand where you're coming from. Okay, I'll change my mind.
Anybody, you're right.
There's a guy on YouTube. He's very famous. He has literally a table with a coffee cup. He's like, I think Hawily shouldn't be a lawyer. Change my mind. People come sit down and they tell you why. That's exactly what I'm trying to start. Basically, I want to have a conversation. If you truly think any of these things, or you just want to start a topic or an agenda or whatever the hell you want to talk about in Dearborn. The reason why I keep emphasizing on Dearborn is because we're in Dearborn. All our viewers are in Dearborn. We're not getting people from India and China and stuff like that. But it's just cool, bro. That's why I love Kal and Hawily on. Kal and Hawily always has
interesting views on things.
Different, harsh. Expect me and Kal can talk about for hours. He'd be always a good guest. But yeah, someone like him, always different or whatever the point is. But it's harder to find a lib Arab guy to come sit down with us.
I don't know why. I don't know why
they're
they
afraid.
Make it that hard. I don't know what they're scared
you'll get
of.
torched.
I don't bite, man.
There was rumors of freaking people, and I can say just people people get bullied, bro. If you have a different opinion, bro, you know how low-key how much example gay people are in Dearborn? Those guys come out, they'll get torched.
Yeah, I know. It's fucked up though.
What are you gonna do? I'm not gonna sit here and be like, yeah, just deal with it. No, it just sucks, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What? I'm not telling you. You know what I mean? But whatever you do in Dearborn, if it isn't with the status quo, you're getting torched.
Yeah.
Dearborn's about you got the money. You're spending $50,000 on a 1-year-old. Yeah, it's just man,
I know, man. But this place we have designed this place to be like a safe haven. It's not a hostile environment. Bro, we had HFJ and Big Hams inside of here.
That was the best episode.
That was. These are two guys, mind you. And I don't listen. Contrary to what you guys saw on that episode, prior to them meeting here, they did not like each other. I don't care what anybody says. This is the truth. They did not like each other. I'm telling you this as knowing them both. Before they both got on this episode,
they didn't like each other.
They did not like each other.
No,
and by the time they finished, they were cool. It was a done deal. They understood where each flag, it was done. It wasn't about that anymore. So this is not it's not a hostile environment whatsoever. So
who's your gold guest you want to bring on?
Is it a celebrity?
Let's go local and then we'll go celebrity.
Local. 1 second. I'll tell you.
All right, guys.
I have it right here. Hold on.
Oh, you have local?
I have it right
Listen,
here.
we've approached certain people in the city of Dearborn. They told us to go fly a kite. Voila. Some guys that go take a hike. Some guys that go fly a kite. It is what it is, bro. That's why Husam's the GOAT.
So, I'd like to bring Faye on.
Who?
Faye.
Love with Faye?
Yeah.
She's nice.
Faye would be awesome. I think Faye would be good.
I think she would have came on by now. That's the issue.
So no, I think I don't think we've reached out to her, Kale.
I think we did.
No, we did not.
Charlie sent her a DM.
Yeah, that was that. No. I know. Charlie said he. I think I'm pretty sure.
Love with Faye.
Love with Faye. We're gonna reach out very soon. There is her, and then there is Built by B, Brandon, and Case. My boxing trainer. Those guys.
And your business partner.
Yeah, my business partner.
I think your business partner, if you don't know his business partner, would be a fantastic.
Yeah, Sojude would be great.
She is so nice. She's awesome.
Yeah, but unfortunately, here's the reason why Sojude won't come out here is because she has so many political ties. She has to be PC.
No hot. Really?
That's 100%. She told me, she's like, I'd love to come on your show, but I really can't because anything I say will literally be used against me. And that's why it sucks. If you want to have a conversation with Sojude, we would literally have to go to my office. We'd sit down in the conference room, you and her for 2 hours. You'd have a blast.
Yeah, I know.
But it can't be recorded, unfortunately.
Never mind.
But she'd be a phenomenal guest.
Yeah.
So yeah, Love with Faye would be good. Case and Brandon would be literally the two funniest fucking guys I ever know in my life. They're hilarious. They won't even talk about what they do. They'll sit and they'll shoot the shit. If no one Case will pick up a controller and start playing FIFA in the middle of the pot. This is how he is. So those two. So if I'm gonna go like celebrity, it's tough. There's a few guys I want on, man. Jordan for sure.
Jordan Peterson's the GOAT.
For sure.
If you think Jordan Peterson's a bad person, I know where your head is at, and that'll be a good conversation. If you come here and convince me that Jordan Peterson's a bad person. He had that thing with the Prime Minister of Israel.
You know he was just here.
I know. I was so mad I didn't get it.
My sister and brother-in-law, I didn't even know he was coming.
You know what I don't understand about people okay, he has said so much amazing things. But he sat down with the Prime Minister and said some certain things about Israel and obviously the feud in Dearborn. But you want to throw away every single thing he's ever said because
over a few words, right?
Over a word, I don't know. It's the same thing with Andrew Tate, but that's Jordan Peterson's up there, bro.
He's up there. Dave Chappelle's up there for sure.
Yes.
Dave Chappelle's an easy one. Dave Chappelle. I probably have Dave Chappelle before Jordan. I love Dave Chappelle like that. Bro. He's hilarious.
Let's go local. I like local guys.
Local. There's so many local people that I'm really interested in, how they are. Kadua would be great. Hank?
Unfiltered Kadua.
Unfiltered Kadua, absolutely. Yeah, not...
Honestly, I think Dearborn's filled with the funniest humans ever. We got to get the ones that are not, like Ali Al-Savai.
Yeah.
He'd be like the Joey Diaz of Dearborn. He doesn't give a rat's ass. He'll say, I want to bring him on one day. My goal is to bring the mayor.
At some point.
That guy's not coming in, bro.
That guy is no shot. Listen.
I don't want to sit down and talk with him.
No issues with Abdullah, but there's no way he's ever coming
on. I want to sit down and talk with him.
I would love to.
Amazing.
I don't think he'd ever come on. After that last episode went down, I don't think he'd ever come on.
Ever, huh?
No shot. Here's the thing. I want to be real with you. I think low-key he wouldn't mind. I think his team would highly advise against it. And I can't say I blame him. It's just the reality.
He's the mayor, because if he says something stupid on here, he'd get toasted.
Yeah, I mean, you want to be real with you, I wouldn't attack him. I don't know why. If people assume we would attack him,
no,
it's a joke.
If we have the mayor, we have to stick her a little.
I'm not. I would, bro. I've played basketball with Abdullah. We played basketball together, full court, multiple times. It's not like he's no stranger to me. I'm not saying we're best friends. He's all right. He can hang, but I'm not. Mind you, he's not my boy whatsoever. It's not like we're cool, but we're not tight. We're not best friends. But I've hung out with the guy before, privately, outside of his work. I think he'd.
I see him with this kid all the time in my brother's area.
I'm telling you, I think he would be a good guest, but I just don't think his team would ever allow it. This is just the truth. If they would, well, it would be great. Zainab Hassan, I know you're his chief of staff.
There's no shot this is getting to her unless someone clips it.
Yeah, please just look out. But there's no way it's happening. Yeah.
Some people in Dearborn, we got to get some unfiltered souls.
It's hard. I get it. I get why people can't be that way.
No, I 100% agree, but you got to understand, okay, we got to bring people why are you bringing these savages on? No, we're going to bring on people that don't care. Not care.
Not that don't care. Bring on people that
have an image to protect.
Yeah, no, even bro, you can be yourself and protect your image. It's just I want to bring somebody on that serves a purpose. That's the best way to look at it. That serves a purpose. Well, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying these people that are coming on to promote their business don't serve a purpose.
We've recorded 1 episode, by the way. We're not going to say who came on, but 2 business owners came on, and it was
a disaster.
We're really good friends with these guys, so that's why we can say this, but it was a disaster. It was too PC and not good enough, so we did not release the episode.
Right.
It was bad.
Yeah, you know what? And honestly, they understood.
They even said it. They're like, hey, do you want to record them? Re-record them? Like, yeah, we're going to have to re-record.
Yeah.
One day.
But yeah, I mean, so please keep supporting us. I promise we didn't go away. This garage just took too long, man. But now we have heat, so it's good. So our guests won't fucking...
Listen.
They'll come now.
Thank you guys for tuning in to this week's episode of the Minority Pod. We're going to have multiple episodes like this. We're going to keep going and going we're going to bring people on, 2 or 3. It's going to be a lot more mellow. For the people that are complaining about our content, thank you for even watching. What did that bowler say? The greatest quote of all time. He's like, you guys didn't like it's something about that. He's like, you guys hated to watch me, but you guys watched. Something like that.
You know, Tiger Woods said something that was very similar to that.
At least you watched. That's what it was.
I don't know. I forgot what he said. It was one of the greatest quotes I ever heard. I don't think it's even related to what you're saying, but I heard it the other day. He was giving a speech, and he was like, they were talking about, I think, when he won the Masters in 2019, and they told him something like, "Oh, hey, you know, like, don't you wish this was easy or something?" And he was like, "Well, if it wasn't easy, would it even be worth it?" Yeah. And he was like, at the same time, you know, if you didn't work hard, you know, I'm sorry, for it to be worth it, you have to really work hard to get it. And if you don't work hard, number one, I don't feel bad for you, and number two, you really don't even deserve it.
Yeah.
That's completely unrelated to what we just said. But I was just looking at him right now because he's up there on that shelf, and he's just a fucking goat.
All right, guys. Like I said, leave a comment on anything we said today that you do agree with or disagree with, or just calling us idiots or whatever. Hi, Wildfire. If you do comment on our stuff today, on this episode. We're going to bring on a lot more guests. We're going to have a 2-camera setup, hopefully. We're going to have a lot cleaner, nicer look. Before felt like an interview. We weren't relaxed. Now, whoever can comes on, can chill on a couch, and we'll have everything more relaxed.
Yep.
All right, guys. We had a little cutoff. But thank you guys for tuning into this week's episode of the Minority Pod. Hi, Wildfire. For commenting on all our videos if you do somehow get to it. If you do have something you disagree, like anything, mention it in the comments. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. We're going to have multiple episodes like this. We're going to have a lot other people going to be more comfortable.
2-camera setup.
If you truly, truly want to come on and discuss things that people don't normally want to talk about, DM us. And we'll go from there. We promise you more consistent episodes from now on. We're getting the flow of just me and him. Obviously, we're going to bring on more people separately, but hopefully you enjoyed this episode. And whatever you guys want us to talk about, we're going to start doing more those hidden anonymous questions.
Yeah. Those are
cool.
Yeah,
people are going to submit questions, and then we'll bring it up on next week's episode. This was just a breaker to get back into the groove. We're sorry for the people that wanted for us to drop an episode. We're back. Shout out to all the local podcasts like Big Mo's Kitchen and those other guys. Keep Big going. Kitchen, the Sports Debunked. I think that's another.
Sports Debunked is cool. And then Woodward
Sports with what's his name? Adnan Beydoun. Yeah. Those guys.
Adhan Beydoun.
Shout out to everyone that's doing it. Shout out to people that are supporting us. And any other questions or comments or anything?
No, love you guys, man. We'll be back.
All right, guys. Stay classy. Tune in next week for the next episode.
Have a good night.